Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home run.
Breaks into the open. Got a little space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with second and short. Sends it back in motion. Going to take a shot on second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Martin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, what a cut! They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Martin. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. It's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
Powers forward. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Virginia Tech's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Snagged in the middle, it's Adams. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Hokies decide to punt it away. They'll have to put it away for the first time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides the back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. The short hands, it's Martin. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it from the gun. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Get him at the 21.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 200.
There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking for room. It's Allen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses good. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Daly, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
That ball was nearly intercepted. They'll live to tell about it. 3rd down coming up. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you updated on a fascinating battle going down in the Pac-12. Nebraska is getting smoked, and even though this might seem surprising, I'm not sure folks around that program feel that way. Something's up there in Lincoln. They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass on second down. Escapes trouble. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Using the quick game. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. He's got him. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with his back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's straight downfield. They get him down to this offensive setup, 1st and goal from the 9.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Martin. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Never a doubt. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Leaves it with the running back. Runs through the tackle. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Wide open downfield. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He might want another play. They'll throw it from the red zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Virginia Tech!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half.
The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up. Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. He's now up to 52 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun, give on the inside. And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Has to get there to move the sticks. Inside the 35. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Hokies! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Leaves it with the back. And he's still running after the move. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Martin. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
There's the pressure. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Got his man. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Third down play from the gun. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Hey, it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there. It's now a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get them excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. But close to the marker, it's White. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down.
Breaks into the open. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Nittany Lions are flying down the field.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Overton. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25. Give him 1. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Finds his man. It's Denmark. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. Touchdown, Penn State! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time they down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the work to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's White. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pop the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll run it from the gun. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff from the gun. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball, I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Oh, he's got some Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Mahoney. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
They'll try to run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Right on the money. Across the 25, he's got room. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Adams. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Man, what a great play by that quarterback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's throwing those quick passes like that, nice job by the quarterback.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. There
he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. Brings it in down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Florida State may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Doak Campbell Stadium every time. The Noles have been racking up road wins since the Bobby Bowden days, and they get another one today. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining.
Timeout, Virginia Tech.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Wants to throw on third. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Gotta have it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.